And we're live. Sorry, we're a couple minutes late, guys. Technical difficulties.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We have anyone in the chat with us today, Trip?
Yeah. So Daniel Croft's back. Marcelo's back. Peter's back. Jim Wells. What's up? Juan
Hey, Jim.
Morales. Eduardo from Barcelona. What's up? Yeah. No, we've got a crowd in the chat. This is great.
Very cool. A lot of Facebook fans today, so that's exciting. Well, if we're ready to get started, I'll just take it away.
Yeah, let's go.
Hello and welcome everyone again to Live on IFT. This is our 28th episode, and today we are showing you all the new AI Facebook Assistant service on IFT. My name is Ben. I'll be your host. Joining me as always, your other host, my colleague and best friend Trip.
What's up, everybody?
Hey. We also have two familiar faces with us today. Chelsea, who most of y'all met last week, is going to actually be filling in for Trip probably for the next couple weeks as he goes on paternity leave. And before we get to our main guest, Chelsea, do we have any announcements for the folks back home?
Yes. Real quick reminder that college students with an EDU email address in North America and the UK can get IF Pro or Pro Plus for 90% off. So all they need to do is sign up using their university email address.
Very cool. Thank you, Chelsea. Okay, so also joining us today again is our resident AI expert, AI thought leader, growth marketing guru. Yes, she is real. Yes, she is a rock star. And most importantly, yes, she is really here with us today to talk about the new service, her new service, the AI Facebook Assistant, Megan Cohen, aka Megan.ai. Megan, welcome back to Live on IFT.
Thanks for the grand entrance, Ben. Happy to be here.
Megan.
Of course. Yeah, I try to pop myself every week.
Yeah. Marcelo's in the chat.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got one real quick reminder announcement before we get into the agenda, and we're going to get right into it with Megan. Letting you all know that the IF Swag store is up. We are going to be making some changes to it here in the future. But again, if you want to purchase some IF Swag, like this hat that I'm wearing, go to swaggy.shop/collections/IFT. And right away, we're going to be giving away to 3 lucky people. Today, we're going to be giving away 3 of these dad hats. I'm actually wearing one right now with my favorite dad shirt. And the reason that we're giving away dad hats, because the theme today is all about dads, because Father's Day is coming up. And Trip is, again, like I mentioned earlier, Trip is going on paternity leave. I always mess that up.
Yeah, shout out to
And so in honor of Trip becoming a dad for the second time, we're going to give away some dad hats. So somewhere in the middle of the live stream, Chelsea's going to let us know who our 3 dad hat recipients are going to be. So, by the way, I don't think that you have to be a dad to wear a dad hat. Trip's giving me this whole like, what's the difference between a dad hat, a baseball cap, and a trucker hat?
Oh yeah.
And from what I understand in my limited research is that you don't have to be a dad to wear a dad hat. You don't have to be of a male to wear a dad hat.
Stepdads do count, Daniel. Yep.
And that just by wearing a dad hat doesn't make you a good dad. And it also doesn't make you a bad dad. It's just a hat.
It's just a hat.
All right.
It makes you a more comfortable human outside in the sun.
I like these hats. They got the little clasp in the back, you know? Yeah, so we're going to give away 3 of these. Really excited about that.
Do you have a bad hair day? Just throw on the dad hat, you know?
Yeah. I'm having a bad hair day, so I'm actually excited that I can wear this today. So
let's go.
So real quick, the agenda. Megan's going to talk about Facebook power users. going to show us some applets using this new service. I think Trip even has this kind of a grand finale applet that he's going to show us using well, I won't give anything away, but it's really exciting. And as always, we're going to do questions and comments throughout the entire live stream. And again, at the very end, we're going to put Chelsea on the spot yet once again to give away a year of Pro Plus to one lucky guest. So without further gilding the lily and further ado, let's click to this next slide. Cool transition. Some food here. Take it away, Megan.
Yeah, so the AI Facebook Assistant is really similar to a lot of the other assistants that we built. One thing that separates this one is that we created a query for Facebook ad copy. As someone who used to run probably like 10 to 20 Facebook ads per week, this tool would have been so incredibly helpful to write the copy for that. And what it does is produce a few variations of your main copy and a couple variations for your headline and even a description. This applet specifically just has your ad copy going straight into ClickUp. So depending on where your ad generation process starts, wherever you start building, you could all your copy could end up in ClickUp for when you're actually in there building it out.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, we might not have a lot of like marketers in the chat or just here today, but I mean, the big thing about Facebook ads platform is one, you've got a highly targeted audience segment. So you can basically target anyone in the world by like their interests and desires. So it's really good for e-commerce stores, for, service brands, even local services. Like if you want to do a hyper-focused like local ad. But the trick with Facebook ads is you have to like run like dozens of different ad copy to see which one works, right?
Yeah, being able to A/B your creative is really important.
And creative means like the text above the photo and then also the photo itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's your images, your text, even your call to action button. This one says learn more, but there's like some more specific ones based on your product. Can be just the text on the call to action can actually influence a lot.
Yeah, totally. And so in the olden days, you'd have to go through and write out 20 ads manually. And that would take a couple hours, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if it's short or if they're longer, but I would be sitting there thinking of ideas probably for like a good half hour for each campaign that I was building out. And now I just have these options and I can either pick pieces of them or certain options altogether.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah. And
so like, if you're sorry, this is a foreign world to me. So when you, so like, let's say if you're a restaurant, I say that because I see this picture of some food here. Is it basically like here I'm trying to run ads for my restaurant, and you create one because it says copy, right? So you create one ad using a photo and some text, and then it like spits out like 20 different ones that you can run on the other days, kind of thing. Is that how this works?
So the input is like what you're trying to sell, basically. Like what action do I want my audience to take? And what am I promoting? So you answer that question with whatever input you're giving it, whether it's like a text or an email. And then the output is 5 options for this top part, which is kind of like the main copy, right underneath the profile name. And then 3 headline options, which this exact spec doesn't show a headline, but a lot of the other formats do show a headline, and a description, which is usually something that someone can like expand by clicking a certain area if they need more information. So yeah, it's 3 pieces of copy for every single ad itself. And then a campaign will consist of up to 5-10 ads to test. So
yeah.
All right.
We don't need to dive into like the actual strategic stuff behind like meta campaign ads. the end thing is it takes hours to like build out a full campaign because you're basically building out like 20 to 30 distinct ads across that campaign. And a lot of that is like, how do I say the same thing 20 to 30 different times? Like, because you're trying to sell the same product, and so yeah, it just, you run into a wall like building out those Facebook campaigns, and it's like this basically does it for you, and then you can kind of just like reword it and kind of reposition it.
I see.
Yeah, totally.
The other helpful
No,
thing
that,
is
that seems super helpful.
Yeah.
each piece has like really specific character limits. So you'll like sometimes just be there in the platform writing and saying, oh, that's too long. This is too short. So this will
I see.
adhere to the character counts for each one. So you don't have to worry about that.
Killer. That's
Very
awesome. Anyone in the chat run Facebook ads before? Just curious. I know we have like a ton of IFTers that do like social media posts with IFT, but I'm curious if there's any like agency, managers in the chat. Cool.
Yeah, and real quick, before we go to the next slide, this could be like this. I feel like there's another applet that we could be talking about. It's not it's not an AI service, but we have a Facebook lead ads service on it,
yep.
right? So we're starting to string together multiple applets that could be like an entire workflow for a marketing team, right? Like,
every time one of those lead forms is filled out.
If we get leads from the ads, send those to MailChimp. If we get a new person in MailChimp, create a customized, based on what they wrote in that lead ad, create a customized email to them or something like that. Yeah. So
Marcelo's in the chat saying Facebook is for grannies.
Marcelo, Meta Ads actually controls Instagram and WhatsApp, so it's kind of like the mecca for all social ads.
Yeah, no, I still think like the two big players are Google Ads and Facebook Ads, and with those two platforms, you can target like 99% of all humans on the planet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very cool. All right, so
next one,
Juan's like grannies also purchase stuff. They boomers.
Granny's got money for sure.
Granny's got money. If anyone has a good e-commerce granny idea, send them our way.
That sounds exploitative.
Good things, I don't know what grannies need. Good things.
Customizable mugs.
Yeah, right. Oh, this is funny.
Okay, this is also
Grannies
for
need shirts with their grandbabies' faces on them. Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's a great idea. Yeah.
All right, sorry, carry on.
Yeah. So another thing that's really big for marketers, or just honestly anyone who's in the event space at all, is Facebook events. And these can be like really intensive or really short, and just kind of to have like a listing on like the internet bulletin board of Facebook. But this will generate the ad copy, give you some name options and the event description based off of two inputs. You're going to give it kind of like an idea of what the event's about. And then the second thing you need to do is like tell it what activities will be going on, or kind of an agenda, and it will produce it all in like a format for the description, which can be a little bit longer, and hopefully give you a nice title, because the naming is very important on Facebook events. Okay,
cool. Wait, why is the naming so important?
Because these are really like a top of funnel play. So you want to like spread awareness, and you want people to be hitting that RSVP button. And between the header image and the title, those are like the two first things that someone will pay attention to if they see it. Yeah. And it needs to just be the hook.
Totally. Yeah. That is like, what draws the attention. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I imagine like for someone that's running, I mean, not in every case, right? Like Tea Tasting Tuesday is something that happens every Tuesday, but like a lot of times events are like an annual thing, right? So like to be able to like hop in and like create something like this, like that you're not practiced on doing every month or every week, I could see why this would be really cool, really, really valuable for someone like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like, let's say you create you're a small business and you host events and you create all of your events on Google Calendar, and then that's your trigger, and it basically goes in and creates all the Facebook event copy for you by querying it,
Wow.
right?
That's
And then add that to like a Google spreadsheet so that
And
like as you're building
yeah,
out
and
those
we-
events, you just copy and paste, you know?
And that brings up another point, another service on IFT. I'm selling all the services on IFT today. So we have an Eventbrite service on IFT,
Mhm.
I believe.
Yep.
Right. So I can see how like you create something on Eventbrite and then ship that out to
Facebook event.
event copy generator. And
Yep.
then that would be super cool.
Yeah,
Very
if you're in
cool.
the event space, IFT actually has a lot of services that are really helpful for automating some of like the tedious work that is standing it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because you're manually having to like go create all these different like places to RSVP, and then like with Facebook, like whenever someone clicks interested or going, all their friends see that, and that's like one of the best ways to spread awareness for your event. You know?
Yeah, even if your demographic isn't in like the 40 plus age group, Facebook events are still just such a great way to spread awareness easily, and they're free. And even if you're like a really, really small business or you're just doing a live stream, it never hurts to put one up.
Yeah, totally.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Cool.
We
Well, this is sweet.
We should have these set up for our live streams every week on Friday, right, Trip?
Yes, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to be gone for a month, so
We're
I'll
dog fooding. Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
I'll do it when I get back.
So let's
Wait,
yeah,
and I
all
just
right,
wanted to comment on that. There's a good chance I could still be hanging out here on the live stream, and this basically takes an hour every Friday. But there's also a good chance Chelsea's going to be running it, so we just wanted to get Chelsea up to speed so that she can press all the buttons correctly and make sure that this thing still runs. Yeah.
So we talked about this. Trip and I keep talking about this because I'm really nervous about Trip leaving.
Thanks,
And
man. It makes me feel good.
I don't know if people realize this, but I'm like I run things by script, right? And Trip's like never read a single word while on these live streams, and so like Trip's just much more comfortable with this than I am, and so like I'm like, oh man, like your wife's not going to appreciate, if you're hopping on the live stream every Friday and you're prepping for it on Thursday, but I could really use the help. But no, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna miss Trip, but we're gonna get through.
Yeah.
All right, enough about it. Let's
I did
move
want
on.
to. I think that's a good segue to just let everyone know like the plan for the next 2 weeks. So next week we're interviewing Survey Sparrow. So Survey Sparrow is a new service on IFT. It's kind of like a Typeform or Google Forms, but it's a way to automate your forms and like drive in a lot of like user information from your audience. And the week after that, we're talking with Marquis. He runs an Asana consulting company, and he's going to go do a deep dive in Asana and kind of teach us more systems ways on how to use Asana better as a human. So,
He's also a YouTuber, like an up and coming YouTuber as well. So there's a lot to talk about with Marquis as well.
So yeah, excited about both of those. I may not be there. Who knows? Oh, cool. Let's keep.
Megan, did you have something?
No, that was my last slide.
Well, cool.
All right.
I guess on a final note, so like the other things that the service does is the Facebook tailor, so you can localize copy from another social media platform for Facebook specifically, and then post generation. So just standard,
which is very similar to like what the other kind of services do, the other AI services, and I think Trip's gonna show us some of that right now. Real quick reminder to Chelsea, if you would go ahead and start finding our 3 winners, our 4 winners, because we got 3 people that are going to win a hat, and then of those 3 people, one person's going to win a hat and a year of Pro Plus. So if you will start putting that into our machine and finding us those 3 lucky people. Oops, I need to go back to Trip.
Yeah.
Can
Throw
we switch
my
the
screen up.
Screen?
Yep. Yeah, so this is the service Megan.ai actually built. It looks a lot like our AI Twitter assistant and our AI LinkedIn assistant. And again, it allows you to customize content for the Facebook platform. All right. I just noticed, I think Marcelo was like, the tailoring generators are quite good to use. He's been using the AI summarizers to clip his videos. Oh, he's been using AI summarizers to clip my videos. That could be a cool feature. Yeah, we do need to import some sort of video tool inside of IFT. We're actually in the final stages of talking with HeyGen to create some AI videos. Unsure when that's going to go live, but we're really excited about it. Let me walk you through this AI Facebook assistant real quick. So just go into the details. All right, so yep, Facebook Tailor. This allows you to optimize existing social media posts for the Facebook platform. To create specific Facebook posts, like let's say you're publishing content on YouTube or WordPress or Webflow or Tumblr or Blogger, any of our blogging tools. And whenever one of those posts go live, you want to create custom Facebook copy to promote it to your audience on Facebook. It could be all of your grandmothers, but your grandma would love to read your WordPress blog. Okay, so that will create that custom copy that you can link with your WordPress post automatically on Facebook. So you could do that, or you can add it to Buffer or New Link as like a set of copy that you could edit and review and then go publish manually on your own end. We just went through the Facebook ad copy and the Facebook event copy generator. And then if you are really wanting to run down those hashtag, rabbit holes, you can create a lot of different hashtags, and it'll give you some ideas of what type of hashtags you want to add to your posts so that it could be found by more people. So the thing I wanted to create today is I wanted to kind of like walk through how I see IFTers using all of our AI tools themselves. All right. So we've got a lot recently. So we've done the AI YouTube assistant, the AI Twitter assistant, the AI Facebook assistant, the AI LinkedIn assistant, right? So wait, real quick, Marcelo just been, actually my suggestion would be if AI queries could be more flexible, like if one could write his own verbal query, or am I not understanding something? So we do have the AI prompt and the ChatGPT service. So if you did want to write your own prompts inside of IFT, you can use either of those queries, and those allow you to kind of customize it a little bit more. Try those out. If you can't get where you want to go with those, let us know. But all right, let me get back into it. So in my idea is, if you're a content creator, if you're running a small business, you're always kind of producing content that's either on your own blog or on YouTube, or you're going live on Twitch, right? And you want to like promote all of your Twitch stream to all of your audience on Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, right? It always starts with that trigger. I'm sharing content somewhere, right? So I'm either uploading a YouTube video and I want to share it across all these other platforms, or I'm publishing a blog on WordPress and I want to share it across all these other platforms. So I think you can create these kind of like super applets that create all of the like social media content to publish across all of your other platforms, and then just go ahead and publish them, right? So let's say I run our YouTube channel and I say any new public video uploaded by me. I'm going to choose just IFT. And then I want to basically create an AI or a tweet, a LinkedIn post, and a Facebook post. Okay. Let's start off with the Facebook post. I'm going to say Facebook post. What's the topic of this post? I'm going to use the title. So like whenever I'm uploading my YouTube videos, the title is the primary topic that I want to communicate. My tone's going to be, friendly. I feel like IFT's a very friendly brand. We're going to throw in some hashtags, no emojis. I want to do the AI Twitter service.
Real quick, Trip. By the
What's
way, if you're if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel,
That's
be sure to do that today. All right.
Yeah, we are almost at 25,000 subscribers. So
Yeah, you could be the lucky one that gets us over the top.
yeah.
You know?
Do excited. I'm going to create a query. And then we're also going to do the AI LinkedIn assistant. Do LinkedIn post.
Also, if you've ever used social media to try, like sometimes like I will have like something that I'm selling on eBay and I'll post it on Facebook or something like that because I know like my community would really appreciate that that item or whatever. If you've ever tried to sell, if you ever ran an event or tried to sell something or promote something, your business, anything like that, like have you ever done anything like that on social media? Let us know. I'd be curious to hear who uses Facebook to promote their business or their brand or anything like that.
Yeah, totally.
Their law firm, maybe. I don't know.
I'd also like to know if you use Facebook pages or your personal profile or Facebook events or like what specific post type you're using.
Wait, so right now I'm in the Facebook pages. I'm about to post, let's say every new time YouTube video I upload on the channel, I want to automatically post to our Facebook page. So I'm going to do add ingredient. I'm going to pull that AI generated Facebook post, plug it right here, create this action. And then I'm going to go into Twitter. Again, I know it's called X now, and I know Facebook is called Meta, but I think I'm just too old to transition. You know, this is all I've known, and I think
I don't think that's too scandalous, Trip. I think it's okay for you to call it whatever you want.
They're still called tweets, you know. All right, so I'm pulling the AI generated tweet right here, and I also want to add the URL from the YouTube video, create action, and then I also want to post to LinkedIn. The only thing here with IFT is you could share like updates.
Share an update the one you want,
but it won't. You can't really do it on like a company page. I'm telling you though that LinkedIn is for the individuals. You know, it's becoming more like Facebook every single day.
People are building their individual brands for sure, and not just so much posting about their, their companies or whatever. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Like even for us,
too.
Yeah, it's good for even like us. Like we could, whenever we host these live streams, like this video is going live on LinkedIn under the branded page, but then I can share it personally from my personal account. You know, like more people interact with my personal account, but they can go and look at our LinkedIn page for just overall. It's almost like a library of like if stuff, you know. Yeah.
Could you scroll down and just try to center? We could see all the different pieces to this applet here. Okay.
Boom.
All right. So just a real quick recap, because I know we went through a lot of different things there. What's happening here?
Yeah, so every new public video uploaded by IFT on our YouTube channel. So this is great for small business, solopreneurs. Honestly, everyone's got a YouTube channel these days. You're always publishing content on YouTube, and whenever I publish that content, I also want to go share it with my audience across these other platforms. So I have created an AI-generated Facebook post, an AI-generated tweet, an AI-generated LinkedIn post. And then since IFT already connects these 3 different platforms, I just went ahead and used that AI generated content to post to Facebook, to Twitter, and then to LinkedIn.
All right, that makes sense? That makes great sense. We don't have an Instagram trigger, but if someone wanted to add Instagram into the mix, what would they do for the query, and what would they do for the action?
Oh, to like post to Instagram?
Yeah, like could they use maybe the AI social creator?
They could use the AI social creator to create the post. They'll need to get the image somewhere. And so like if you're publishing a blog, you can use like the header image of your blog, like WordPress blog, to like be added to Instagram. But since we're doing a YouTube video, there's no image content that I'm pulling anywhere. You know?
Okay.
That would
Gotcha.
be a cool like query at some point, is to get an AI generated image. You know, like we don't have the AI generated image query yet, but that's a great idea. Thanks for letting us stumbling upon that.
I guess what I was thinking that you could use the excuse me, was that you could use the thumbnail, right?
Mhm.
From the thumbnail and the title and description from the YouTube video, and then like use the query AI social creator drop down to make this for Instagram, and then have that sent to Buffer.
Okay, let me just play around with what you're saying. So generate a social media update on a topic. All right. Let's say we're doing it for Instagram.
Drop down to,
all right. The topic is going to be the title from the YouTube video. We're hilarious on Instagram, so we're going to go funny.
Yep.
And you're saying whenever we want to add it to, let's say, Buffer. I don't know if I've connected
Buffer or New Link. Yeah.
Add to Buffer. Okay, cool. I would need to add
ingredient, maybe like your image URL or
so here's the AI social creator social media post for Instagram. And then I'd also want to add the image. So if I
think so.
Can you see this drop down?
We can, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, right now it doesn't even have necessarily the
okay.
thumbnail.
That's not an ingredient available.
It's not an ingredient. Yeah.
Okay.
But I like where your head's
I think
at.
It might add it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so like if you post the URL on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, it's pulling the thumbnail from the YouTube video. It's like kind of all hidden in that meta tag. So we just don't necessarily pull that.
I got you.
Does that make sense? So, but I like your idea.
I was just trying to take what you had already done and then maybe add one more layer to it, you know? Because there's some Instagram probably, and Marcelo, you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but I would think Instagram would be less granny, you know?
Yeah. Whenever I think of the platforms, Facebook is for grannies. Instagram is for like your, mid 30s to like 40s, 50s, right? Like older professionals. And then TikTok is for if you're under like 30. Is it Gen X? I don't know. Gen Z? I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of how I get the vibe. Oh, but Marcelo's 76-year-old mom is on Instagram now. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, she's hip. You've got a very hip mom. Cool. All right. So yeah, hopefully this answered a lot of your questions. I actually went and did it. I'll show you that in a second. Simply Mary says, I need something. You want to pop that question up on the chat, Chelsea? It happened at 12:29 p.m.
I got you, I think, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need something that...
Yeah, if you just double click it. Yeah. I need something that can include disclosures for Amazon influencer videos. And I'm curious what she means by that. Like if she wants to publish content, include disclosures for Amazon influencer videos. If you are posting Amazon influencer videos to like Facebook, Twitter, and you want to like add that disclosure, then you could always just like write in a static text at the bottom of your applet. I'll show you. So like right here, if we're editing this, we can do just a static text. Hey, this is an affiliate video or something like that. If you did want to like add some static, is it for some reason it doesn't show? Oh, that's why. If you want to add, okay, cool. Yeah, just some static content. You can just add that there. Then it'll have the AI generated stuff up top, and then have that automated like disclosure at the bottom. That's if that's what you need. I think that's what you were trying to refer to. Cool. But yeah, so let me go back and I'll show you what happened when I like did this live earlier.
Real quick before you show us the results from your when you actually did this earlier. Chelsea, do we have our 3 winners?
Yes. So the 3 winners are Marcelo, Jim Wells, and Daniel Croft.
Okay,
Awesome.
cool. Dad hat guys. Let's go.
Dad hat guys. Awesome. And we're gonna give our Pro Plus to Daniel. So Daniel, if you would email us as well for the hat and the year of Pro Plus, we'll get you squared away. Awesome. I will hand it over back to you, Trip.
Cool. So yeah, if I cancel this, I've created this applet already. Boom. And it ran this morning. This was one of those like last minute, let me just throw it together and see if it runs. So, and it did. So, yeah, a new public video uploaded by me. I'm going to be honest with you. It was longer to upload the video to YouTube than it was to like create the rest of this applet. It was just like, I just kind of quickly pieced together the applet and it took like 2 minutes, just like how I kind of showed you guys. And then with YouTube, you kind of have to like go through and like add end screens and like kind of write out the description whenever you're uploading the video. And so that was kind of cool. It was just like all this other stuff happened in the background and I didn't have to think about it. But so here's the content. We uploaded a new piece of a new video to our YouTube channel called How to Build Community on YouTube. I think it was very situational. This was a great video to upload today. And then, so here's the description. Hey, everyone, Trip is back in our community automation series to teach you how to build community on YouTube. And then it kind of links to all the different AI YouTube tools we've got. I went through and I created a LinkedIn post, a Facebook post, and then a tweet. So I just custom created all this content with AI. And then it just went ahead and posted it. And it linked directly to our YouTube channel. So I thought this was just honestly pretty sweet. And again, like, let's say you do want to like go through and edit this content before you go live or you post it, you could just always add it to Buffer or New Link and kind of, or even Google Sheets or ClickUp and just kind of add it into one of those middle spaces so that you have all the content ready. It's just been written for you and like added to your to-do list so that you can go through and curate it to your own voice and tone before you post it.
I like adding it. So here's an idea too, is like if you want to say like add, there's a couple services that I think are really helpful for someone like that wants to have a look at something before they post. So you can have all this stuff added to like, say like an email, like a daily email digest, right? And then you could have like every time you get a daily email digest, maybe create a Google Calendar event for the next day during, during those times. Like I know there's Trip and Megan maybe can help me out here, but I know there's certain times a week where posts get more engagement, right? So you maybe have that daily digest or that weekly digest show up on this date and then post those things at a certain time, right? So there's definitely ways to work this out if you don't have Buffer or New Link and you want to have a chance to edit these things in advance.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I just think it's a really cool way. I mean, every small business, every solopreneur, every content creator has social platforms, and you're always, that's half the game, is just like thinking of like, how am I creating the content that like really gets the eyeballs, and then how am I distributing it to my audience? And we just kind of save you a lot of time in that process. So I think it's super cool. Hopefully, this kind of showed, I think Marcelo just opened your mind for multiple queries. Yeah, I think definitely try and like figure out how you can tie a lot of our different queries together. We've got the ChatGPT prompt. So it's super open-ended. You can kind of write your own very specific prompts in there. Yeah, the AI social creator. So like if there's a tool that you want to write content for, like Instagram, and we don't have that AI specific service on there, just use our AI social creator tool for it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think we're getting close to the end here, Trip. If you would, could you pop back up my screen? I just want to remind everyone. Excuse me, Chelsea, if you would pop my screen back up. I just want to remind everyone, if you won something today, send us an email at marketing@if.com. Also, I'm thinking like the first person that, post that like takes a photo with one of the things they've won and post about it on social media, and tags Trip and I, we're gonna do something special for you. So I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna do something special. So if you would just keep that in mind, we'd love to see these things out in the wild on social media.
Totally.
So,
This is awesome.
yeah. If you don't want to take a
Cool.
picture of your face, you can put your hat on and like take a photo of it like this, Yeah. So, all right, cool. Chelsea, Megan, Trip, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody, and
See you guys
we'll
next
see
week.
you all again next week.
Yeah.